Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another Jenny Live. Hope you guys are having an amazing evening. Come and join us in MiamiTV.com. We are live today, I believe, also for social media. So, happy Monday. ¿Cómo estamos, amigos? Bienvenidos. Espero de que hayan tenido un hermoso fin de semana. Bienvenidos nuevamente a otro Jenny Live. Estamos en lunes en la noche. Si no me equivoco, hoy estamos en todas las redes, así que hola, hola. Por eso también pues volvemos a la censurada de las redes. No se olviden de que vamos a estar haciendo aproximadamente unos 3 programas, no sé si 2 o 3 todavía, creo que depende del feel, de cómo nos sintamos, en la semana solamente en nuestra página web y por nuestras transmisiones de Miami TV. De esa forma continuar también con la onda del estilo Jenny Live de siempre, de 1000 y pico de programas, donde por supuesto que es sin censura. So don't forget, we're doing Jenny Lives with the old Jenny style now. So maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. We're not going to be with you guys in these channels. It's only going to be on our website, MiamiTV.com, or on Roku, or wherever you can see Miami TV that is not social media. That way we don't get censored, okay? So if you want to interact live, please come and join us. Our chat is open in MiamiTV.com. Si quieren interactuar en vivo, tienen temas, preguntas, por favor, aquí estoy para ustedes. Tenemos una media horita para compartir todos juntos. We have a half an hour to enjoy and just talk about life and pump each other up with optimism and positivity. That's the whole idea of this show, all right, guys? So let me open our members chat before I forget. Welcome, members. Welcome, welcome, guys. Good evening. Hi, James. How are you? I know you sent a topic about dreams, but we've already talked about that one, so I'm going to skip it and go, why not? This whole sexual energy topic has been super active in Twitter, so I can't call it X. It feels weird. Twitter is like already like in my brain, sorry. Anyway, make sure you follow us on X or Twitter. The user is Energy Jenny. Okay. Hey, Jenny, I came across this. Is it true or false? Energy cannot be destroyed. You can conserve your sexual energy during sex by teaching yourself to orgasm without ejaculation, thus directing the sexual energy upwards to the higher chakra centers instead of letting your semen flow out. When semen is retained, it is absorbed back into the body to nourish the higher energy centers, nervous system, and brain. Amen. Yeah, actually, that is absolutely true. It's really exciting for me to see that there's this whole movement online, even on social media, happening with the whole sexual energy topic, because you guys know this has been like our topic for the past 15, 16 years. So the fact that more people are becoming aware of this makes me super excited, because it is your true strength and power. And when you know and you learn how to manipulate it, then there's nothing you can't achieve. There's nothing you can't do. Of course, life will be life, but what better thing than to be able to use your own energy for your own benefit, right? Isn't that what we should all be doing to begin with? So yes, there is something that I always explain to you guys, which is called the Tantric meditation, which in fact I said I was going to do a video on. And I'm like, what if we do, I can't do like, well, Tantric meditation doesn't really include anything physical, so we could kind of do it live if you guys wanted to try it. I think that once you try experimenting this and experimenting with your arousal, which basically your arousal is the power in your body, if you ever just think back and put sex on a side and then put spiritualism on the other side, and now without already having a decision of when you think of the word sex, the first thing that comes to mind, go ahead and kind of take a step back, almost like if you're viewing this word and this action from a third party, and what does arousal really make you feel? And you're going to say, well, arousal is making me feel excited, of course. But don't you, if you really, really pay close attention, don't you realize that this is a rush that is going through your body? It's this tingly sensation, or, little ants, fire ants going within you. It could, for everybody, I think it's different, but one thing that nobody can deny is that it definitely is so strong that it makes your mind stop for a second. So you're eventually not thinking about your problems. You're not thinking about what you have to do for dinner. You're not thinking about situations that you need to fix, because once you get really involved only in holding on to that feeling of arousal, nothing else matters, because it's that powerful. What other activity can you do that you can tell me is that strong, that it has that power of actually blocking out any other thought in your life? If you have another one, you might say exercise. Still, when you're exercising, you're thinking a lot, so could happen. But this is an example of just letting you know that this is the strongest energy that you can manipulate, because it has the power of putting your mind to just quiet down, let's say. And if you learn how to manipulate this and use your mind on your favor, then even better. So yeah, semen retention is highly recommended. I think this is one of the topics that was talked about on our X community about sexual energy. If you guys haven't joined, make sure you join, where you can basically just ask anything freely. I always say, if I know it, I'll answer. If I don't know it, I'll say, I don't know, but I will find out. But basically what you're doing is, if a lot of you say, well, what if I'm single? You know, what if I don't have a partner where I can recycle this energy and generate double energy? It's okay. You can be alone and you can still practice sexual consciousness. You can still practice the movement of this energy through your spine, through your body, through your chakras by yourself. So no worries. Bueno, no sé si estamos en las redes sociales o si están distraídos, y me pueden poner los comentarios al aire, por favor. Hello. You can hear me now, you can't hear me, I'm sorry. You can tune in miamitv.com. ¿Cómo estamos, amigos? Bienvenidos. Bueno, tenemos, no sé si estamos con las redes o no, pero ahorita ya pregunté, cualquier cosa pues ahí los leo. Jenny, ¿esto es verdad o es mentira? Dice, la energía no puede ser destruida. Puedes conservar la energía sexual o puedes enseñarte a tú mismo sobre a tener un orgasmo sin eyacular. Entonces, ¿sí estamos? Ok, gracias. Sin eyacular. Entonces, esto direcciona directamente la energía sexual hacia arriba en tus canales. Hi, Jerry. There you guys are. Thank you. Hi, Jenny. Love you. Beautiful as always. Thank you. Dice, esto entonces lo que hace es direccionar la energía hacia arriba, hasta tu chakra de arriba, en vez de dejarlo salir a través del semen. Hello, DL Harris. What's up? Thank you. When semen is retained, cuando el semen es retenido, dice, estamos absorbiéndolo nuevamente en nuestro cuerpo y nos va a ayudar a alimentar los centros energéticos del cuerpo, nuestro sistema nervioso y el cerebro. Qué interesante, nunca había, hola José, bienvenido, nunca lo había pensado en el tema de que nutre nuestro cuerpo físicamente, o sea, bueno, en el tema de los hombres, porque está hablando del semen, ¿no? Pero sí tiene lógica, o sea, porque todo lo que estarías desperdiciando, pues en este caso lo estás ahorrando. Uy, miren qué chévere este va con mi outfit. Sorry. I'm like, that's a really cool background for this outfit. Can we freeze it there and pause it? Bueno, ustedes saben algo de esto, ¿qué opinan? Avísenme. Hola, Kevin. Kiwi from New Zealand, big fan. Kevin, hi, Kevin. Did I just call you Kiwi? Hey, Jenny. Hi, Brad. How are you tonight? So have you guys ever practiced semen retention? Have you ever practiced consciousness and sexuality? Let me know, definitely. I always say that I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to do it. I promise I'm going to do it. I'll see if I can do it this week, where I can teach you guys about this Tantric meditation, which is basically being aware of your arousal, moving the energy up through your spine, going up through your brain. And I like to think of it as like you're almost oxygenating your brain, right? Estábamos hablando un poquito sobre llevar nuestra energía desde el chakra raíz, respirando profundamente, subirla hasta que llegue a la cabeza. Y por supuesto de que si estamos practicando lo que sería la meditación tántrica. La meditación tántrica, les voy a preguntar esto. Hola, Rolando. Pregunta, si alguna vez me encuentro contigo, ¿me podría tomarme una foto? Por supuesto. Tengo muchos de ustedes que a veces me escriben y dicen, te vi en tal lado, pero no me animé a pedirte una foto. Y yo, a ver, no tengan miedo, no muerdo, o sea, soy muy relax. Siempre les voy a decir que sí, a no ser que me caigan muy mal, pero es muy raro que me caiga alguien mal. Les voy a decir que sí a la foto, así que no tengan pena. En fin, entonces, piensen cuando tienen excitación. Hola, Héctor. Cuando tienen excitación y quiero que relacionen esto con la mente. ¿Por qué? Porque en el momento que ustedes tienen una excitación, están borrando de la mente absolutamente todo lo que les preocupa, o sea, sobrepasa la capacidad mental, tu excitación, a diferencia de estar por ahí pensando en algo, o hasta cuando haces ejercicio también estás pensando en las cosas, pero en el momento que te llega una excitación y permitís que esa excitación como que se llene por tu cuerpo. ¡Hola, Marcelo! Acá está Marcelo, acá está Mariano, los hermanitos, le digo. Y si en algún momento sienten de que esa fuerza de excitación les hace bloquear toda preocupación, todo estrés, todo problema que tengan en la mente, y si nunca lo pensaron, ahora quiero que lo piensen. O sea, ¿qué actividad en su día a día o qué actividad en su vida en general, ahí está, todo el quilombo del estudio, qué actividad al día a día puede tener ese poder con ustedes? O sea, donde realmente tiene ese poder de poder calmarte la mente, no pensar en absolutamente más nada y todo como que llena tu cuerpo, te dejas llevar y ese momento es único. O sea, no existe otra actividad en tu vida que tenga esa fuerza. Saludos a Brasil, ¿cómo estamos? Cuando entendés eso, de ahí puedes empezar a experimentar, le digo yo, ¿no? Porque en realidad son experimentos que uno hace con la energía. La energía es algo que tenemos dentro del cuerpo y la sexualidad solamente es una herramienta de cómo utilizar esa energía. Por lo tanto, a trustworthy source told me that during Easter Passover week, new portals were opened in certain energetic spots in different parts of the world. Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Absolutely. There has been so much movement. In fact, there's all this like, ahorita voy en español nuevamente, there's also a lot of like theories of the eclipse. Guys, it's going to just be a normal eclipse, but yes, there is going to be a change of energy. So these kind of movements energetically are beneficial for us that work with energy. So if you're in that vibe of working with your personal energy, then the eclipse is going to be great for you. Vívidos, qué lindo, gracias, me gusta que te guste mi atuendo. En fin, entonces volviendo, existe una práctica que les voy a hacer un video detallado, aunque podríamos hasta probarlo en vivo porque no tiene absolutamente nada sexual esta práctica, es totalmente mental, donde and I've never tried it, but extending the orgasm through stop at the right time, relax and go makes it great. So that's actually exactly what it is. So see, you've tried it. Ven, algunos de ustedes ya lo han probado. Dicen, nunca he probado lo que dices, pero extender el orgasmo parando en el momento justo, relajarse y luego seguir hace que sea mucho mejor. Hay muchos trucos. Hasta yo creo que el número uno que requieren los hombres es, Jenny, ¿cómo hago para durar más tiempo? Entonces, las meditaciones tántricas, de hecho, te ayudan a que puedas durar más tiempo en una relación. ¿Por qué? Porque empiezas a tener control a través de la respiración de esta excitación. La excitación es como un hormigueo, la excitación es como una corriente que va pasando por tu cuerpo y en el momento que le prestas realmente atención, porque ¿qué pasa? La mayoría de ustedes están acostumbrados a sentir excitación y es como que, wow, y no lo controlan, o sea, simplemente como que sobrelleva todos tus pensamientos, tu cuerpo, absolutamente todos tus sentidos y ahí quedó. Terminó y a otra cosa. Pero ¿qué pasará si lograras tener ese control de esa energía, de esa electricidad que va subiendo por tu cuerpo y llegues a manipularla? No es fácil, tampoco es difícil, solamente requiere práctica. Y una de las prácticas, que voy a hacer un video en particular para enseñarles esto, pero es esta meditación, que es básicamente llegar a una excitación mentalmente sin necesidad de un toque físico. Y una vez que tienes el inicio de esa excitación, el inicio de ese chakra activado, que es tu chakra raíz, lo que estás haciendo es moverla desde abajo hacia arriba. ¿Y qué pasa? Cuanto más energía llegue a tu cerebro, más inteligente vas a ser, más multitask vas a hacer, te van a llegar muchas más respuestas, vas a ser más exitoso. Entonces, fíjense que el mundo y la mayoría de personas es todo lo contrario, porque qué aburrido para las personas o qué aburrido para los jóvenes tener este tipo de control, que es el control de la energía sexual, cuando podrían estar distrayéndose en internet mirando algún videíto, ¿no? Entonces, ¿qué es lo que hace el celular? Constantemente estamos irradiando esta energía del celular hacia hacia nuestros ojos son o sea, absorben y emanan energía, entonces está penetrando esta energía a través de los ojos y está llegando directamente al cerebro. Entonces, de a poco nos estamos volviendo más dormidos, podríamos decir. De a poco nos dormimos más en el tema energético y permitimos que todo lo electrónico piense por nosotros y nosotros cada vez ejercitamos menos el cerebro. En la mayoría de los casos, ¿no? Por supuesto. Pero si realmente diéramos a un lado, bueno, decimos, bueno, en vez de jugar Minecraft hoy, en vez de jugar este juego hoy, lo que voy a hacer es voy a poner al lado mi celular y vamos a practicar esta energía tántrica que dice Jenny. Entonces, ¿qué pasa? No vas a poder llegar a tener una excitación al comando de tu mente. ¿Por qué? Porque nunca lo practicaste. Entonces, ahí nomás estás perdiendo energía. En el momento que lo empezás a practicar, al principio no vas a poder hacerlo, entonces necesita haber una motivación física, o sea, te tenés que ayudar físicamente al principio, muy levemente, pero no seguir al punto donde la excitación se vuelve muy fuerte y no seguir al punto donde ya tienes un orgasmo. Al contrario, lo que queremos es que te quedes con una activación. La activación sucede en el momento que empieza a existir excitación en tu cuerpo y de ahí en adelante tú la vas a ir moviendo. Cuanto más tiempo puedas lograr mantener ese cosquilleo en tu cuerpo y más respires y más lo puedas subir, más energía estás... reciclar no es la palabra correcta, pero estás moviendo, podríamos decir, y estás canalizando. O sea, nosotros somos pequeños motores. Tenemos motorcitos que simplemente se está activando y en ese caso lo que hacemos es mover la energía a través del cuerpo. ¿Qué es lo que hace un movimiento de energías en el cuerpo? Mueve las moléculas. Si te mueve las moléculas, pues también te mueve las endorfinas. Una cosa va con la otra. Y esto hace de que estés más saludable, de que estés más despierto, de que estés más despierto mentalmente, ¿no? Y que atraigas buenas cosas a tu vida. O sea, que atraigas... me encanta porque voy cambiando de color en el medio que estoy vivo. I'm like, am I changing colors while we're live? What's going on here? Welcome, guys. We're in MiamiTV.com if you guys want to chat with us there. Así que, bueno, es algo que sí les recomiendo que intenten, que prueben. Saludos a Veracruz, ¿cómo estamos? Hola, hola. Lázaro, hola, hola. Welcome, Veracruz. Hey, Mexico. Estamos en Tulum, nos encontramos en hermoso México. Tantos lugares preciosos para visitar en México. Pero bueno, pruébenlo. So, about portals opening, absolutely. I think that, I don't know if Easter, I mean, I think a lot of people do rituals when it comes to these like holidays. So it wouldn't be surprised to me that some people were working with energies and maybe opened up some portals. There's so many portals already opened, you have no clue. And it's like the eclipse, you know, when people saying that there's things that are going to happen. The only thing I can tell you is energies will be moving. So, and energies are moving daily, you know, constantly. It's just a part of life, except now it's a little bit more active. So it's normal if you're feeling a little bit, I don't want to say strange, but you could have different reactions according to the energies that are coming in. So there's nothing wrong with you. It's just either, ooh, I got the pyramids. Speaking of the pyramids, you guys, if you have not visited Egypt, definitely check out because there's a really, really strong connection with the energy in the pyramids. Pyramids of Egypt, pyramids of all over actually, but in Giza particularly, it was very strong. So when you learn to do this practice, this tantric meditation that I'm talking about, basically what you're doing is at the beginning, you want to be able to have arousal in command. All right. When you get to have arousal in command, it means that they also told me that the main portal opened during Easter week was at the Anubis altar in Luxor. You conducted a meditation session. Why can't I see the whole message? That's not cool. Well, maybe you can cut it in two and I could read it. But was that in Easter? Was it in Easter? I don't remember. God, we went to Egypt, is it a year ago now, a year and a half ago? And yeah, we opened some really big portals in a good way, of course, like positive ones that definitely were needed. Anyway, so once you get to the point where you can have arousal in command, you can then say you've gotten somewhere. Okay, you're finally having some kind of, up to some extent, control of your energy. So in this case, it's important to know that you've started your process, that you've started, I'm watching one of my cats just go crazy all over the place. You've started your process of manipulating your energy. That was the day that the entity got in me. You helped me identify and control such entity. Yeah. So, Marcelo, I'm going to have to get you in for an interview when you visit us in Tulum or wherever. That way you can tell people about it. Eventually, I learned it was Hatshepsut. It was the first queen pharaoh who called herself the queen king. There's a lot of energies in Egypt, and if you're interested, yeah. So the question is, you show me that such entities can control your energies. Can you explain how to control such energies? Great going, great show. I don't think you can control these energies. I think that, speaking of, because people don't know what we're talking about. So Marcelo was with me in the trip to Egypt, and there was several high paranormal events that happened in our trip, because anytime that I travel to a place with high energy, something happens. It's normal. Either somebody gets abducted or somebody gets possessed or something, and it usually involves, several people throughout the trip. People just have paranormal, I guess, influences when they're around me. It's normal. But that's because of my work, and that's because of my work with energy. So can you control entities? I don't think you could control an entity. I think that, there's people that do like rituals to control negative entities so that they can possess someone. So you can control maybe a negative entity if you're working with negativity, because they're kind of like on the same route. But if you're positive, you can't control it. The only thing you could do is just cling on to your strength of energy, to your positive energy, to your soul, and fight it so that it doesn't inhibit your body. So you're basically talking to it and saying, like, get the fuck away from me, this is not where you should be, this is not where you belong. But as much as like being able to control it, you're gonna need the help of somebody else, just like you needed my help, because there is no way for you to just get rid of an entity on your own. Like, let's say you get possessed, you can't just like start praying and all of a sudden the entity is gonna pop out. That's not gonna happen. So yeah, just find somebody that knows what they're doing, and if I'm around, of course I'll help. Okay, so I want you to keep that in mind, so that you do this at home, okay? Going back to the topic, which is try to have control of your arousal. Try to practice. Of course, at the beginning, you're not going to be able to reach this control right just like that, so you're going to need some physical motivation. Okay, so in this case, what you're going to do is you are going to physically help yourself very slow, not to the point where you're going to get super excited and you're going to forget about this whole practice. No, this is a training that you're doing. You're training to basically consciously link your mind and your sexual chakra. Okay, so what you want to do, my phone died. What you want to do is, once you get to the point where you feel some kind of tingly sensation happening down there, you're going to stop, and you're going to cling on to that arousal. You're going to cling on to that energy and start, while you're breathing in, you're going to start moving it and manipulating it up until it gets to your brain, all right? And by moving this energy through your body, you're actually almost like rejuvenating your cells, believe it or not. So there is a way for us to even live longer or look younger or be healthy, and it's the movement and manipulation of our energy. Now, for the most part, I get confused sometimes if I say things in English and Spanish, so pardon me if I'm repeating this. But for the most part, what's going to happen is you're going to be you're going to be feeling this rush that's going through you. And most people we are on the phone so much, right? Like anything that has to do with radiation, basically. And if it's going directly towards your eyes, remember that our eyes emanate energy and receive energy. So this is like the window to the soul, literally. So number one thing that would happen is if we're like this all the time, that's going to definitely affect our brain, and that energy is not going to help us have any kind of control there because we're not really thinking much. So if instead of playing Minecraft, you do tantric meditation, you're going to benefit so much more from it. You're going to thank me later. But at the beginning, it's going to be boring. But once you learn that you have a power, that you have something that you can do something with in a very high-end way, where you can manipulate money, you can manipulate your health, you can manipulate yourself, basically, and the things that you attract, then you're going to realize that it was all worth it in the end. So it takes time, it takes practice, but like everything, don't expect, I mean, the day of tomorrow, if you get to the show and you're gonna be like, Jenny, I can think of arousal and I get excited, then that means you have control of your energy, you have control of your mind and your sexual energy. So in this case, that is a huge moving forward. That means that you're gonna be able to just start focusing on your root chakra and moving this energy up through your breath all the way up through your head. And little by little, you're going to start seeing the difference, which it's amazing. So that is also going to help you, like we said earlier, again, I don't know if it was in English or Spanish, but that's also going to help you have a longer erection for a longer time. So if you want to have control of your arousal, then you need to practice this sexual energy meditation. It's super important. Hi, Daniel. Thank you. You look so nice. Thanks. I think that as a person gets older, the last thing on the mind is retaining his semen. If there's a chance on releasing the semen, the boys are breaking Olympic records when it comes to swimming up the river. Okay, you're talking about not ejaculating in the first minute. Keep it going as long as one can. Yes, I've been there, done that when I was younger. Okay, so let me just start by saying that the age has nothing to do with it. So you can be 100 years old and this is energy movement. This has nothing to do with your stamina, okay? Chicos, esto no tiene nada que ver con su estamina, no tiene nada que ver con la edad. Pueden tener cualquier edad. La manipulación de energía y específicamente la energía sexual se puede hacer en cualquier edad. Así que no quiero que me digan, no, porque estoy muy viejo para esto. No, 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 al contrario. O sea, y no lo estamos haciendo para que tengan más duración en la cama. Lo están haciendo para tener un control de su energía, para poder beneficiar de esa energía un poco más. Vamos con los mensajes del chat, a ver si tenemos algo. Que ahí me dicen, no nos estás leyendo. Bueno, ese ya pasó. No, es que sí los leo, pero si no son importantes, como que los dejo pasar, chicos. Where do we watch your live meditation? Have you been to India before? We do them in spreadpositiveenergy.com. You can see them Sundays at noon, okay? So, yeah, go ahead. They're totally free. You can join us there. En otro día hablaremos, pero se canceló ese evento. And yeah, so, and I haven't been to India, but I think that there's a lot of you guys that they say that India is like the Tantra place to be, and there's a school there. They got in touch with me maybe like 2 years ago. So I said I would go eventually, maybe at the end of this year or next year, we'll be visiting India. It actually did cross my mind. I feel like every year there's a new place to visit, and I am in seek of energetical places. So if you guys know of a high energy place in the world, let me know. Of course, the obvious ones we know, but then there's others that are kind of like people don't talk about it so much. So yeah, I'll be happy to know. Que si he visitado la India, no he visitado India, me falta, me invitaron sí a ir a un lugar, tienen una escuela de Tantra en la India, dicen que es uno de los lugares donde se originó todo este tema, estaría muy interesante. Pero quién sabe, ahorita estamos buscando lugares energéticos. Si conocen algún lugar energético en el mundo que no sea como de los obvios, como que me dicen el Uritorco en Argentina, entonces con mucho gusto avísenme. Uno de los lugares que visitamos el año pasado fue Real de 14 en México, ¿no? Es un lugar muy hablado y es sumamente fuerte en energía, así que bueno, si tienen uno me avisan. Luego me preguntaron si cuándo voy a ir a Colombia. Creo que tenemos planes, de hecho, de ir a Colombia en unos mesecitos, de unos proyectos que están saliendo ahí, entonces les estaremos avisando dónde y cuándo, y por qué no, sí, o sea, la idea es como que juntar un poco todo lo que hacemos de entre discotecas, a seminarios, ¿no? Y programas turísticos, entonces si tienen o quieren ser nuestro guía de su lugar y ayudarnos a armar esas producciones, con mucho gusto escríbanos a jenny@miamitv.com. Pero sí, hay que empezar, hay que volver a viajar, chicos. So, estás hablando entonces de no eyacular en el primer minuto, dice, o sea, durar más tiempo, dice, he podido hacer eso cuando era más joven. No tanto en el primer minuto, en realidad la eyaculación debería existir solamente o para high earnest, para tener hijos o para limpiarse, o sea, el cuerpo se autolimpia de energías tóxicas a través de la eyaculación. Entonces, es tu forma natural de poder limpiar a tu pareja, de que tu pareja te limpie a ti. Es algo completamente natural. Así nos hizo, bueno, no sé quién, Dios o quien quieran creer, la energía. Así nos hicieron. Somos perfectos y hasta nos autogeneramos regeneramos, perdón. Pero no se trata de el minuto. Jenny, gracias por el domingo de mucha alegría, confraternización y energía positiva que ustedes y sus amigos nos dieron, mi amor. Gracias. Sí, no se olviden de suscribirse en miamitv.com. Tenemos nuestras cámaras en vivo de todo el lugar de Energy Tulum, donde también pueden vernos. Tenemos pool parties, eventos pues sociales y aquí me ven tomando sol las 24 horas. Bueno, muchas horas al día. Hi, Joey. How are you? Yeah, you're welcome. Somebody says, thanks for the gathering yesterday with your friends. Yeah, you guys, we have live cameras on our jungle retreat here in the jungle. So even like this area of the studio is live 24/7. So if you guys want to subscribe, go ahead and join us on miamitv.com. And also in the pool, I tan like an hour a day. So you get to see me there at least an hour a day just tanning. Or now we're going to start doing jumping. Pregunta, ¿ahora estás en una relación amorosa con un hombre o con una mujer? Sí, estoy. Yo, a ver, ¿ya cuántos años llevamos? Desde el 2009. Bueno, son muchos años de casada, así que por eso puedo hablarles tranquilamente sobre la energía sexual, porque pues gracias a mi esposo justamente, que fue el que me ayudó a reciclar toda esa energía negativa y volverla positiva. Y lo importante que es, ¿no? El tener una pareja, sea hombre, sea mujer, no importa, lo importante es tener amor y poder pues brindar amor a los demás, ¿no? Por supuesto. So somebody asked if I'm in a relationship. Yeah, I've been married for a really long time. So that's why I can talk to you guys about sexual energy and, you know, how to recycle energy and how you can help each other with your energy. Because for me, it was going from a really, really negative situation and my husband helping me basically cleanse all that negativity and get it to be super positive. So, yeah. All right, loves. Exacto. No se trata de tirar semen. Incluso el semen, como una vez explicaste, sale de diferentes texturas. Eso se relaciona, como dices. Una vez tuve un voluntario una vez que me decía de que estaba leyendo mucho y leyó un libro donde le decía de que tenía que tomar su propio semen. Sí, ¿qué opinan? Obviamente, mi respuesta fue, con razón estás tan poseído. Porque literalmente era como que se limpiaba, porque por ahí es donde te limpias, y tomaba nuevamente la negatividad. Yo como que no sé dónde leíste eso, amigo, pero no, o sea, no. Directamente tu eyaculación es como, yo le digo el exhausto, the exhaust, no, en español no es. ¿Cómo se llama eso del escape? Yo pensando en el auto, el escape. Es el escape de tu energía, entonces por ahí te limpias. Imagínate, te estás limpiando y de repente nuevamente estás ingiriendo lo que te acabaste de... No hagas eso, es muy malo, no lo hagan. Why do we focus on sexual energy? Because this is the energy that I work with 24/7, and we have a spiritual retreat here in the jungles of Tulum, where I treat people, cleanse their sexual energy, get their chakras aligned, and everything starts from there. I mean, that is the root of life. That is the root of our energy. That is the core. And if you know how to work it and you know how to manipulate it, then you basically can master anything in your life. It's really that simple. I think it's the #1 energy in the world, and that's the reason why the world is the way it is. Bueno, amigos, ¿alguna otra pregunta antes de que nos vayamos? Any other questions, you guys, before we say goodbye? Let me know. If not, we will see you again here tomorrow. Of course, don't forget also we have a community in X where you can join us if you want to learn more about sexual energy. My Twitter is @EnergyJenny, and the community is right there. It's called Sexual Energy. Or in sexualenergy.com as well. There's a lot of information there. Bueno, amigos, no se olviden que pueden unirse a nosotros también en la comunidad de energía sexual si quieren aprender sobre energías en particular. Hemos abierto hemos abierto una comunidad en Twitter a través de mi nombre es Energy Jenny y la comunidad se llama Energía Sexual. Y también tenemos el dominio de sexualenergy.com, así que ahí pueden leer. Intento volcar y escribir la mayor cantidad de información que puedo. De hecho, les debo creo que 2 libros, pero bueno, ya vendrá el momento. Yo soy una de las que opino de que todo a su debido tiempo. I also owe you a couple of books, and yeah, for me it's like, you got to do things at the right time, you know, so things will happen at the right moment. When I really, really feel like I want to sit down and start writing, great, I'm definitely going to do a sexual energy guidebook and then the autobiography, of course. Exhausto. También se dice exhausto. Interesante, nunca había leído esa palabra. Nos vemos mañana, amigos. Un besito grande. Continuamos ahora para miembros en miamitv.com. No se olviden de suscribirse. Don't forget to subscribe to miamitv.com. We have so many shows on demand, and we've found a lot more that we've added to the site. And we'll continue now with a positive energy seminar for our members. Kisses. Good night. Stay positive. Bye.